You gotta love this one, right? And I keep seeing the argument, you liberals don't have the story straight. Trump's not taking anything from you. He's just giving it back to the states. He's just letting the people decide. They say it like we're overreacting, like our concern is just drama, instead of what history and experience have already proven. Because history tells us exactly what happens when protections are stripped away. Every civil rights advance we've had in this country, from Reconstruction to the Voting Rights Act, came with laws and federal oversight. And every time those protections were weakened, people in power used the vacuum to roll us backward. Think about what happened after Reconstruction. Federal troops left the South, and suddenly Jim Crow laws exploded. Black Americans technically had rights, but without enforcement, those rights meant nothing. Or take the Voting Rights Act. As soon as the Supreme Court gutted its protection in 2013, states rushed to pass voter ID laws and close polling places in black and brown communities. Not banned, just optional, and the damage was immediate. That's the pattern. It's happening again right now. Department of Education just rolled back protections for English learners. The administration says, well, it's not illegal, it's just no longer federally required. Same story in healthcare, workplace protections, environmental rules, over and over. We're not banning it, we're just letting states decide. Here's the point. If protections aren't mandatory, they become optional. And when you already know there are people itching to discriminate, to exclude, to cut corners, then optional is a green light. And let's just be totally honest. We've already seen what 70 plus million Trump voters stand for. You've shown us the racism, the misogyny, the hostility toward immigrants, toward LGBTQIA plus people, toward equality of any kind. You voted for him because he gave you permission to be who you really are. So tell me this, if those protections are stripped away, if it's left up to choice, what do you think you're all going to choose? That's what we're afraid of, not some abstract policy fight, but the reality of what people will do when no one is holding them accountable. This isn't about whether there's a law right now that flat out bans equality. It's about the erosion of the guardrails that make equality real. Without them, history shows us exactly what happens. Rights exist on paper, but in practice, they vanish. So when you all sneer, it's not banned, it's just not required. Remember, every time in history that protections were made optional, injustice filled that gap. And unless we stop it, it'll happen again. Later.